Hey guys, what's going on? Kelleback here once again with another Warhammer 40,000 related video as part of the 40k YouTube channel. This video is another faction focus video. Today it's all about the Drukhari. We've done some faction videos over the past couple of weeks, things like the Tau, Orcs, Space Marines, Necrons, all sorts, but this one's all about the Drukhari. If you're new to 40k, we post Warhammer 40,000 content like this every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. Sometimes we get 3 videos done in one day, just like we're doing today. If you watch the video all the way through, and if you watch some of the old videos, please like them and comment. We love comments here at 40k. We love knowing to hear what you guys think. And most importantly, subscribe. We are very close to 60 subs. If you are the 60th sub and your name pops up, and we get to see your name, as long as YouTube tell us what your name is, we'll give you a shout out like we have done with everyone else whose names we can see in the next video, which should be coming out sometime tomorrow. But anyway, enough of that. What we here for? Faction focus Drukhari. Let's get into it. So from the dark city of Camorra, the Drukhari launched their real space raids, causing indiscriminate slaughter to sustain their weathered souls. With the new edition of Warhammer 40,000 on the way, we'll be finding new ways to carve a brutal path through the galaxy. Fortunately, we have Matt Schuschman, a man who could teach an Archon a thing or two about tactics, on hand to show us how the Drukhari will play in the new edition. And here we have quite a broad picture of the Drukhari there, taking on, I think there's some Gene Stealers on the left. Gene Stealer cult on the left, yeah. And a big horde of Drukhari there. And even with the Talos, if you look down in the centre, there's a Talos going to fight some Gene Stealers. Love the detail in that map. Love the shot that they've done, even with the smoke in the back. I would love to be able to make a board and some scenery like that. Oh, you make me jealous, GW. Oh, you really do. Look at that. Quality. So, who are they? The Drukhari are fiercely intelligent piratical raiders who feed upon anguish to stave off the slow death of their souls. This is the only way they can escape from the fated doom following the fall of the Adari race. There is everything wanton and cruel about the ancient Eldari from which they descend. They are tall, lithe, and fight with supernatural grace. Above all else, the Drukhari are arrogant, completely convinced of their superiority over lesser races of the galaxy. We are Drukhari taking on some White Scars. Drukhari have some really great lore with the White Scars. For those of you who don't know, the Primarch of the White Scars, what's his name? His name has gone out of my head. Jagatai Khan. Jagatai Khan, after the Great Crusade, went back to his home world, and they found that the home world had been attacked by the Drukhari, and some of his people had been taken prisoner. So he took some White Scars, Space Marines and soldiers, whatever, into the webway to go and fight the Drukhari, where he has stayed as far as the lore tells us. There are little bits to say that he could be on Camorra in one of the battle arenas, but that's not confirmed. What is confirmed, he went into the webway, chasing the Drukhari, and that's where he is. So how are they playing the new edition? We're now going to hand it over to Matt Schuschman, one of the world's foremost Eldari players and winner of countless grand tournaments. Pray that he does take you alive, because you can learn a lot from him and about Warhammer 40,000. And Matt says, Drukhari are set to be really great faction to play in the new edition of Warhammer 40,000. The most striking improvement is to the little utilised Raiden Force rule. As a reminder, it gives your army 4 extra command points if you include at least 3 patrol detachments, combined with having your warlord in one of these detachments. You get the flexibility of taking up 3 patrol detachments while still getting the maximum number of command points. So let's have a look at Raiden Force. This is not something I've ever read before. Too far. If your Battleforge army includes at least 3 Drukhari patrol detachments, you receive plus 4 command points. If your army includes 6 or more Drukhari patrol detachment points, you receive 8 command points. Okay, interesting. In an edition where it looks like command points are going to be one of the the things to aim for, one of the must focus on things. That's interesting, getting the most command points. Okay. Vehicles are also going to be given very powerful in the new edition. This is great for Drukhari as most armies will already feature vehicles heavily. Aircraft will no longer run into issues with having their movement blocked off by ground units and will be able to move back onto the board if you do choose to have them leave. Another huge improvement is that many Drukhari weapons are around the 36-inch range band, and with a smaller board size, you will have an easy time keeping your guns in range. And here we have, which we've looked at, I think definitely once, maybe a couple of times in the past, the aircraft engagement range. So although aircraft models have an engagement range like any other model, the following rules and exceptions apply to it. This will account for the fact that typically aircraft models are soaring overhead and not skimming along the ground. Whenever a model makes any kind of move, it can be moved across aircraft models and their bases as if they were not there, and they can be moved within the enemy aircraft model's engagement range, but it cannot end the move on top of another model or its base, and it cannot end the move within engagement range of enemy aircraft models. If, when an aircraft unit is selected to move on the movement phase, enemy units are within engagement range of it, the aircraft unit can still make a normal move or an advance, i.e. it does not have to fall back or remain stationary. If, when a unit is selected to move in the movement phase, the only enemy models that are within the engagement range of it are aircraft, then it can still make a normal move or advance, i.e. it doesn't have to fall back or remain. Okay. Then we have some examples. There's a repulsor execution. I can see a bit of some Drukhari models. And we've got Dranzar, I think his name is, in the centre, fighting some Imperial Fist aggressors. Aggressors are brutal in the shooting phase. I hope those Drukhari aren't trying to what's the word I'm looking for? Charge those models, because those models in the charge phase get an Overwatch. Oh, it might be different in the new one. We'll have to wait and see. As with all factions, Drukhari forces will need a few tweaks due to their increase in points values. However, Drukhari are in a unique place where many of the popular army builds in the current edition will translate into powerful armies in the new edition. Just keep in mind that the Drukhari excel at lightning fast, early game pressure. Continue with those kinds of strategies, and I think you'll do well in the new edition. Yeah, I watch a lot of battle reports, and I'm sure it called us as well. The ones that I see where people play Eldar and Drukhari, they really have to take mastery of the movement phase. The Eldari and the Drukhari are all about board control. They're able to shut down deep striking and secure lots of the board very quickly, and that's the best way to play them in my opinion. Key units. With so many ways to build your Drukhari army, the Cabals to witch cults and homunculus covens, there are a lot of potential units to select from. Let's see what Mac recommends. First of all, Reavers. I would definitely recommend these. Fast attack options, great firepower, great, like I said earlier on, for board control. And Matt says, with the smaller board size, the superior speed and large amount of mid-range firepower they can put out will really help Drukhari forces to claim victory. Utilising a mixed force such as a witch cult and a cabal, will allow you to combine quick-moving close combat units like Reavers, who can quickly engage enemies, whilst your cabal vehicles sit back in the mid-board, laying down suppressing fire. And for 1 CP, you can have eviscerating flyby. You can use a stratagem when a witch cult unit from your army that can fly advances. If that unit moves over enemy units this phase, choose one of those enemy units and roll a d6 for each model in the unit, adding 1 to the result if the enemy unit you picked was infantry. For each roll of a 6+, the enemy unit you choose suffers a mortal wound, or 5+ basically if it's over infantry. So if you speed them up the board, get them close, get them over those infantry units, they can just, chop things to pieces. Really powerful units, really cool models as well. We've got some witches. Squad of, how many we got there? 3, 6, 9, squad of 10 there. Mixture of all kinds of funky blades. There's all sorts going on there. There's all kinds of stuff going on there. Really cool to see. Matt says, with changes to how terrain works, using things like a vehicle-heavy cabal for the flayed skull detachment, who naturally ignore the save and throw benefits of cover, will be really powerful. Another tactic to keep in mind is that with the addition of the desperate breakout stratagem, units like witches with their no escape rule to prevent units from falling back will be even more important if you need to lock things up in combat. And how no escape works is basically roll off if an infantry unit within 1 inch of your enemy models with this ability wishes to fall back. The unit can only fall back if the player controlling it wins the roll off. Okay, thanks Matt. We've also got a recommendation of our own to share, which is the Razor Wing Jet Fighter. This is a sleek looking fighter. I've always liked these models. They don't get fielded very often in the battle reports that I see, and if they do, they only get fielded one at a time, but they are cool looking. So take advantage of the new aircraft rails with the deadly Razor Wing Fighter. It can easily keep up with your lightning fast Riospace raids, and you'll see you dominate the airspace over any battlefield. That's just a taste of the terror that Drukhari will be bringing to the new edition. Make sure you also join us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram using hashtag #New40k. Let us know how you'll be playing the Drukhari army in the new edition. And that's it, guys. What are your thoughts? Any Drukhari players out there? Anyone has been thinking about starting Drukhari army, and is this going to push you towards starting it? Any thoughts, any comments are all welcome here, guys. Put lots of comments down, and me and Cole will reply to every single one of them. But that's going to be it. Another video done. Another faction focus in the bag. Third video of the day up. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel, like we said at the beginning, this is 40k. We do Warhammer 40,000 content every single day, just like this. So if you're still watching all the way through, hit that like button. Make sure that like button turns blue, and subscribe, guys. The quicker we get to 100 subs, the quicker we can do something special. And hopefully when lockdown's up, we'll get these battle reports done that I keep going on about, and we'll put them out here, there and everywhere. But that's it, guys. This is Kel signing out for 40k, saying, as always, stay safe, look after yourselves, look after each other, and until next time, we'll see you all later.